Okay, so I left off with my puzzle of trying to make this padlock part here. So I had isolate selection mode on, but I've come back out of it, so I can attempt to fix this. Someone out there knows how to do this easily. I'll try and attach. There's nothing to attach, it's already one model, but basically I'm trying to weld these parts together, and it should have worked quite easily, but it's not. So I'm a little bit stuck, but have no fear, I'll conquer this eventually. I'll turn this into an editable mesh. Select these, and I'll try weld selected, and there we go. That's worked fine. So sometimes editable mesh has got a few little benefits, like the mathematics involved in it's a little bit different, and it just takes some time to get your head around things. So that worked. We can bring this down, make the padlock. That's a little bit too small, so I'll just scale the whole thing up to about there. Bring it into position. Wherever it is. That's okay, I'll move up and over this. That looks pretty good. And I'll just attach the bar to it. Element, attach, and pick it. Okay. Sometimes your models have polygons and parts that you don't see, so I tend to go in and take those out by zooming in like this. You can see there's triangulation here. That's because it was an editable mesh. I think there is some way of connecting these up, but I won't worry about it, to be honest. I'll just leave that as it is. But what I want to do is, in wireframe mode, is take away some parts here. Some unwanted triangles from this bar. You're never going to see those. The padlock's always going to look pretty static in this tutorial anyway. And I doubt the camera will ever be able to see that, it being so small. Okay. So this would be the back, this is the front, and it looks pretty good so far. Turn off this, and I'll scale it down and zoom out a little bit rather. I could go ahead and add a smoothing group to it. Smooth, auto smooth, and I like to check out some different numbers: 45, 65, 85, 96, and you can see 96 smooths everything more than 90 degrees, so I'll go for 90. 89 actually, yeah. So that smoothed everything out apart from this hard edge for the keyhole. You see one thing it's done here, it's affected this thing I did the last time, which looks like it's not worked out very well, so there's something not to do. And I can imagine there's maybe duplicate verts here, so I can grab this, and if it moves, there is something weird going on with already, so I think, yeah, I think I need to do some more welding. So I will select all these guys, turn off ignore back facing, these guys, and I'll do the weld here, and you can look at the before and after. You can see maybe 48 vertices I'm going to be better off. Yeah, I'll select some more, and I'll try that again. Yeah, saving some more, and I'll try it again. And that's it, I'm not really saving anymore. I'll bring the threshold up a little bit. No, it's the same. So that's it, that should be a problem solved. Yep, so it looks okay now. I might have to reapply the smoothing, so I'll just ditch that and reapply it. Auto smooth 89. The same problem is there. So just check these verts again. Yep, we've still got duplicates. So I really want to weld these together. So I've got 2 selected. Weld should reduce it by 1. Nope. Okay, I'll collapse the whole system. I'll change this into editable mesh, and I'll try it this way. I should have 2 verts selected. Sometimes it does tell you. Can't see it though. Oh yeah, 2 vertices selected. Here it is here. Now I want to weld those together, so they should become one. Weld selected, 0.1 strength, and you've seen the smoothing grip change automatically there. So I'll select those, and there you go. There you go. So that's a little problem solver if ever you have duplicate verts. You don't want duplicate verts ever in the same place. You'll get problems, I think. So I'll do a whole lot, and I'll try weld selected. No vertices within weld threshold, so there's nothing that needs welded. And I'll change this back to editable poly, and I'll reapply the smoothing grip. Right, same problem again. So what has happened is Max has decided to chop them apart for some reason I do not understand. So I could go back, editable mesh, and I'll do a collapse. I'll do an STL check actually, and do a collapse, and sometimes that helps it be reunified. So that's definitely one vert there, or at least should be. I can see what's happened now. So if you can see this, it's actually created faces in here, so I should really go ahead and delete those faces. And yeah, it's created 2 lots. It's actually capped off my line tool, so I am going to do this video again. Put a little bit tidier, I think. Well, you know what not to do when you create one of these lines like this. You'll have to turn off the capping, but I don't think there's an option for it, so anyway, I've fixed the problem. I should have just deleted those end caps, and that would be it. So now, oops, and I've deleted one too many there. Okay, back to wireframe. This has turned into like a pathetic video, so this is probably the problems you'll be having anyway, so it's useful to see how to fix things with a little bit of patience. And I'll just keep clicking on the same spot until it selects the triangle that I want. I don't want that one. No, so there must be nothing there. Yeah, that one. Okay, so you just keep clicking on the same plane. It will eventually decide, well, what one are you looking at? Are you looking at the front? Oh, you're looking at the back. You know, you just keep clicking on the same spot and it will select through the model until it's got what you want. Okay, so I've deleted those off. I should maybe select those again and do another weld. Okay, there's nothing to weld. And now editable poly. And let's have a look at how it's done the smoothing grips. Yeah, a little bit better, but there's something wrong here now. That could be the smoothing grips has malfunctioned. So smooth, auto smooth, 89, and yeah, there's some problems there. So I'll have a look at the wireframe, and you can see a couple have sprung up again. These are really noobish little errors, but you will get them, and it's good to iron out these errors before they crop up later on. So it's a good lesson to be learnt. Okay, I've got a couple more minutes on this video. And yeah, we're still getting similar problems there. I just seem to be going round in circles. Okay, a little bit of welding. Yeah. Yeah. A bit of welding. And it seems to have fixed it now. So yeah, that's finally it. So there's our padlock. Okay, next section I'll be doing some texturing. I also want to add a little bit to this this chest where the padlock connects to. Maybe just a little loops, a little bit of looping that's similar to this, just for the padlock to connect to. And also I'll be putting a hinge on this so it can open and close, and then I'll unwrap it for texturing. So I hope you enjoyed that trial and tribulation of a padlock, but it teaches you well, hopefully. Okay,